Preparing for senior. Choosing a suitable senior pathway at your set peer interview time. At Cavro, we have 3 pathway options available to you. We have our ATAR Pathway. This is the best pathway for students who are achieving mostly A and B results in your Year 10 subjects. You wish to go directly to university on finishing Year 12, and you are able to commit to at least 2.5 hours of homework or study every night. You will need to put in the minimum of this time each night to studying your general subjects, because that's the amount of time it takes to be able to manage the rigour involved in those subjects to be successful. Our second ATAR pathway is an ATAR pathway for students who would like to go to TAFE and then to university. So this is good for students who are getting mostly C results in your Year 10 subjects. You do wish to go to university, but you're quite happy to go and complete a diploma first before moving into that pathway. In many industries, we have what's called articulated pathways into university, and that means that you start in the diploma, it's linked with the relevant bachelor course at university, you complete the diploma, then you are entitled to automatic entry into the bachelor course of your choice, providing you successfully complete the diploma. This is good for students who have to make changes from general English to essential English partway through the year, because that means you are not then eligible for direct entry into university via the normal ATAR pathway. The third pathway that's on offer is our non-ATAR pathway. That's for students who are achieving mostly C results in their Year 10 subjects. And this is for people who don't really want to go to university or necessarily study at TAFE, but you would like to either get full-time work when you finish Year 12, or you would like to do an apprenticeship or a traineeship, whether it be post-Year 12 or whilst you're at school. So how do I choose the right pathway? You need to consider the following things. First of all, you need to consider your ability to be successful in your subjects. Don't choose ATAR if you are not suited to its requirements. If you know that you're not at that standard, that's perfectly fine. It just means that the ATAR pathway is not the right pathway for you. You also need to choose what you are good at. Think about that. Do I like academic study? Do I want to be studying 2.5 hours a night? Or am I more a hands-on person and I'd rather do an apprenticeship or a traineeship? I would also consider trying work experience in any of your school holiday periods this year, just simply to try out the type of work that you are considering as a career. Most of the time you get a funny idea of what it's about, or you might have seen something on television that caught your eye. We all know that that's not generally the way it works in real life. So if you'd like to have a go at it, please come and talk to Mrs. Anderson in K16. We can organise a placement for you and the necessary paperwork, but that needs to be done in your school holiday time. Don't do what your friends are doing. All right, just because your friend's doing an ATAR pathway doesn't mean you have to. They might be totally different to you. Different ideas, different courses, different situation. They'll still be your friend even if you are on a different pathway. You just simply have all different opinions, different ideas, different academic levels. All 3 pathways are equal. You are not a better person if you do an ATAR program. You're not a lesser person if you do a non-ATAR program. They are all equal. So how do I choose the right subjects? You need to choose your subjects very carefully. Choose the subjects that you enjoy and that you are good at. First and foremost, that's where you're going to achieve the most success. And at the end of the day, you're trying to get the best mark you can out of 100 for your subjects. So it makes sense that if you choose ones that you are good at and that you enjoy, you will do well. You also need to have a look at the prerequisites for the courses that you want to apply for. I've provided a link there for you to the QTAC website where you can go and check what prerequisites your courses require. So particularly if you are maths, science or engineering based, so that you'd like to do something in those areas, you will need math methods and you will need a science, if not more than one science. If you are considering primary teaching, you will need to do a science. So please check those prerequisites very carefully. Also, choosing to study easy or hard subjects is not the way to get a better ATAR. That will make no difference to how you score. You will get a better ATAR by performing well in the subjects that you choose to study. Don't be pressured into choosing subjects that you have not been recommended to study. So at the end of the day, your teachers and heads of department for the individual subjects will be providing us, the interviewers at set P time, a list of what subjects you would be advised to do in Year 11. If you want to choose something you are not advised to do, then please take that advice very seriously. It's there for a reason. You've either demonstrated that you aren't going to manage the rigour in that subject in Year 11 and 12, so we don't want to set you up to fail from the beginning, or you may not have done that subject in grade 10 for your prep, so therefore the teachers won't really know how you're going to go. My advice to you is go and talk to people about the subjects. Make sure that the subjects are what you think they're going to be. Have a talk to some students who are already in Year 11 to see what they're doing, to make sure that you know what's involved in the subject and that you're going to enjoy it. Please note, subject changes. You will not be able to change subjects after term 3 in Year 11 for your QCE requirements. Units 3 and 4 are a pair. That starts in term 4 of Year 11. Therefore, you won't be able to make any changes after that. Changes may occur at the end of Unit 1 or at the end of Unit 2, and that's the only time you can change. All right, to find out more, there are many useful websites that you can look at, which are provided here. Chances are you will have already seen some of these from your PSC lessons that you've been doing in term 2, and of course early this term. Please check those carefully. So how do I become eligible to study an ATAR pathway in Year 11? First of all, you strive hard to achieve A's and B's this semester in all subjects. If you have received a C on your Semester 1 report, you need to work hard with your teacher to improve it to a B or better standard by the end of Semester 2. You need to investigate the courses you may want to study at university or TAFE and make sure you know what the subject prerequisites are. You can find this information out from the actual university websites when you look into that course, or in your TAFE and uni prerequisite booklets, which you have access to on our website. Be well informed about the ATAR and the QCE requirements. The videos that I've been providing for you and the information you've been doing in PSC lessons will provide you all the information that you need. And most importantly, celebrate your achievements. Never give up trying. You have the world at your feet. You just need to be well prepared and make sure that you are in the right pathway to start with. That way, Year 11 will be a good year for you. You'll be achieving well, working towards your QCE, and you'll be enjoying senior.